Hey everybody, I'm here because while it's still fresh on my mind, I just beat Dragon Quest 8 over 138 hours. It's probably over that because it didn't let me save, final boss and everything. But I am actually, let me show you it to you guys here. The credits right now. The credits are still rolling. I just beat it. And what do I have to say about this game? This game is it's a really fun Dragon Quest game. It's really fun. I'll go into story details, so if anybody doesn't want to have spoilers. It kind of just puts you in, like smack dab middle of the situation where the king and the princess the king would turn into like a goblin and the princess would turn into a horse. And you had to fight this one guy. It's been so long since I beat him, which you think he was the final boss, but he wasn't the final boss. I don't remember what his name was. But yeah, you think that he's the final boss, and you fight him, and hold on, and you think he's the final boss and everything. And you defeat him, but it turns out that he's not the final boss, and it was his staff. And the staff was the thing that was evil. And you have to, at that point, you have to go out and find the descendants of like these 7 sages. And it turns out that the real final villain is in the staff because he was sealed in the staff by the descendants of the 7 stages, and while he was in that body that you thought was the final boss, he was going around killing the descendants of the staff. And yeah, he basically ends up killing the rest of the descendants. I'm sorry if I'm trying to gather my thoughts. He finally ends up just killing all the 7 stages and coming to kill everything. And I'm leaving out a lot of stuff about where you go into the opposite world. Everything's black and white for the god bird. But, I'm leaving all that out, all the big stuff for just in case if someone out there wants to play it. I played the Ps2 version, apparently, while I was doing some walkthrough, because there at the end I had to do walkthrough, because most of the time I was just like, what the heck do I do? What the heck do I do? Apparently on the 3DS version, you get Red as a companion, but in this version you don't. It's just the 4. So while I was doing that, yeah, and then there was the final thing, it was basically a boss rush. It was basically a boss rush at the end, as all of Dragon Quest games do, boss rushes. First you had to fight the Empyrean dude. And I'm just like, this is the dude. His voice is high pitched. He's like a little squeaker or some shit. And then you beat him, and I'm just like, there's no way, because he was way too easy. And then after that, you have to go out of the castle because his castle is crumbling. Then you have to fight little bosses, then statues of your party, and then a mini boss. And then you had to go around collecting the souls of the 7 mages with like this whistle, because he covered himself in a barrier shield, and you couldn't fight him, so you had to pray. And then once you prayed, all the spirits of the 7 sages destroyed that. Then you had to fight, and this fight was difficult. Like, if I hadn't grinded, like, at the time, my character was level 44. So I think I was, like, right there. Like, right where I needed to be to fight him. And, my character, and, I can't... Dude, I just played the game. This is how bad my memory is. I just played the game, and I don't remember what the little short fat dude name is. Me and him didn't faint. Jessica and the other guy fainted like twice. And it's just like, it's a good thing they both can use Razing. So it's just like, you know, I beat him. And yeah, and that's then there was a little end-game cutscene where Medea was gonna marry that snot-nosed brat, and I'm just like, oh my lord, is she really gonna marry him? But then the king helps you basically kidnap her, and take her hand, and you basically, I don't know if you basically married her, or you become a thing, but you basically stop him from marrying her. And then that's it. That's the game. I know my one friend says, after the credits roll, there's another final boss. I'm just like, the credits rolled. I'm good. I don't care for the true ending. I like this ending. It's fine. I don't. From what he says, he said it took him over 300 hours to fight. And this is already over 100, probably 140 hours. So, in this time, I'm going to start writing what I like about games and what I don't like about games. I'll show you the things that I like about the game. The story was good. I like the grind. I like grinding. And I don't like grinding. I like grinding per se, that it's not a long grind. And this was a long grind, because I'll tell you why. I like grinding because I can get stronger than the bosses, and I can 1 or 2 or 3 shot a boss. And it makes me feel strong, and then I have to grind again. This was just annoying to where sorry, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning, and let's beat this. This was just like, oh, I gotta get gold. And you know, it didn't help that I didn't know about gold golems until I was like 60 hours in, and I had been grinding on like normal enemies, and I was only getting like 45 to 100 some gold. I had grinded a week straight on normal enemies. to get 70,000 gold. I needed 70,000 gold to get equipment that I needed at that point in time. It took me a week straight. No, don't get me wrong, I leveled up tremendously. So me not knowing that basically helped me beat the game in the long run. But it's like, as soon as I found out about gold golems, because I looked up if there a faster way to get gold, and people are just like, you can always go to the monster casino, or you can grind gold golems and level up and get XP as well. And I'm just like, oh, gold golems, where's that at? Oh, it's in Neos. I'm just like, I don't know where that is yet. So I went there, and I grinded, and I grinded, and I grinded. I got the gold within like 1.5 days. So there's that, and I had to do that about 3 more times to get the new equipment. But it was good that I did that to get like the best equipment I could get, I could buy. And then the bosses aren't really that difficult, probably because I was grinding. The final boss actually was difficult because I was probably around its level. And I like that I could teleport. I would have definitely taken points off if I couldn't teleport. I like that I could teleport, so I didn't have to go everywhere. Now the stuff that I didn't like. Jessica's defense is ass. Until she's like level 30 something. Like, she is terrible. When she got into my party, she kept almost getting one shot. But it's like at the end there, she was like one of my heavy hitters. So it's just like, if you're playing the game and you think Jessica's ass, she is. Just put up with her. She'll get better. Don't put it into daggers. Don't put it into whips. Put your points into staffs and sexiness. Staffs first. If you're gonna do anything, put points into both at the same time. At the end of the game, if you're like me and get to like level 40, you will have staffs and sexiness leveled up to 100. Those two are your best bets for her. And get grind gold to get the best equipment for her. Put all your defense seeds, your magic seeds into her. Some for you, but put them mostly into her. Because that kaboom spell is nice. Another thing. Why are potions in the game? I kind of feel like potions are useless in this game. Healing is so much better. Because not only can you heal almost infinite amount of time for how much magic you have. Potions, it's just like, they only sell normal potions that I've seen. Normal potions, and then I think I saw strong potions. But to get the drop, you have to put 3 normal potions in the alchemy pot. I just feel like they made it to where you have to use the alchemy pot to get the best. Now, I could be wrong about this. I could be wrong. There could be a place out there that I just didn't find that sells the best potions that I didn't, you guys have to let me know. I could be wrong about that, because I didn't do a lot of the stuff. Because apparently there was this whole thing where you have to take pictures, and then there was one where it's like the monster arena where the monsters can fight, like you befriend monsters. I didn't do none of that. And that probably would have packed on a lot of hours. And, you know, at this point, I'm over 130 to 40 hours into the game. I just want it to be over, you know. At that point in time, you know, as long as you play. Because I'll tell you right now, the next game is on play is definitely, I'm going to take a break from RPGs for a while. There's that. The level points are inconsistent, and that never really changed. Sometimes you would get like freaking three experience points to level up. You know, to put on the swords and stuff like that. That's what I mean about experience points. And then sometimes you would get 4, and then sometimes you would get 8 or 6 or 7. You know, they're just really inconsistent, and I hate stuff that's inconsistent. I wrote this back when I didn't know. I wrote this one back when I didn't know about the gold golems. I said the price of items are more than what you get from enemies, which, you know, gold golems now, that kind of retcons that, so don't forget about that. But this still thinks no map markers. I feel I don't like things that don't have map markers. Like, I can deal with it, but I would rather have stuff that has map markers. Or at least to where you can put down like an arrow to where you want to go, and it shows up on map, you know. And no, don't get me wrong here. Don't get me wrong. There's like map markers on the game to where you have to go, but it's just like you have to constantly check the map. And you know, I get it. It's a PlayStation 2 game. You know, the game's long enough. You know, they probably didn't have enough space, or, you know, something like that. But it's still, you know, just my pet peeve. Yeah, there's something. Congratulations, you defeated the Lord of Darkness. If you save here, your victory will be recorded. Okay. Venture for the moment just before you set up to fight Ratthorn. Okay, so now I'm gonna save, and it'll say how long. I'll actually be able to tell you. Before I fought the final boss, it was at 132 hours. After I beat the game, I'm at 134 hours. Okay. And now it's just showing a cutscene to where, oh, there's another boss if you want to fight another boss. I'm good. I'm gonna take a break. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good on that, dog. You don't have to show me that cutscene. I'm good. I'm good. It started to show me the cutscene for like the final boss. If you want to get the true ending, which I don't care about none of that crap. I just, you know, I beat the game. That's good enough for me. You know, I beat the game. I got the credits. I'm gonna move on. The next game I'm gonna play is gonna be the new Indiana Jones, because that's on game. It's on Game Pass. Can't play it yet, but yeah, there's that. I have to dig out what I'm gonna play next. I know this is probably going on longer than expected. Where is it? There it is. And I know it's not exactly on PlayStation 2, so don't eat me up. But The next game after I beat Indiana Jones game is a Chicken Little for GameCube. And I'm counting this because the game is technically on the PS2. I just don't have the PS2 version, but you know what? I'll get it eventually. Sue me. So yeah, there's that. That'll be the next retro game I play after Indiana Jones and taking a break and stuff like that. So, what you doing? Come here. Come here. Say hi, Corn. What are you doing? Alright, if you like this video, like, sub, and subscribe. And, man, tell me what you thought about, Dragon Quest 8. Eventually, next month, I'm gonna get a Japanese PS5, and I want to get Dragon Quest 6 or 5. You know, a Japanese exclusive one. I don't know if I'll play it just then, as you know, just got done playing 8. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.